നിന്റെ മറ്റേ സാധനം തന്നെ നല്ലത്.
അത് വരുമ്പോഴല്ലേ ഇതല്ലേ തന്നെയാണ് എല്ലാവരും ഇതന്നെ ദീപംകുളത്തിൽ വലിയ ഇത് കിട്ടിയിട്ട് സെയിം സാധനം. അല്ല ഇതെവിടെ ഒട്ടിക്കണ്ട്? മാം അത് ഒട്ടിച്ചോ? ആയന ഞാൻ ഇവിടെ വെച്ചിട്ട് പോയ സാധനം
തീപ്പെട്ടി കൊളുത്തി കൊടുക്കുക.
Good morning, everyone, and a very warm welcome to Deeksharambh 2026. On behalf of Yenepoya University, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome our new students, respected dignitaries, faculty members, coordinators, and everyone who has gathered here today. Today marks the beginning of a very special journey for our students. A journey that will bring new knowledge, new friendships, new challenge, and most importantly, new opportunities to discover yourself. To all our students, I would just like to say one thing at the very beginning. Welcome home. We hope that your time here will be filled with learning, curiosity, meaningful relationships, and memories that you will carry with you long after you leave this campus walls. I request everyone to enjoy the event and be at peace. As we begin the significant occasion, I would request Shibila Banu to come here and do the guidance for the journey that's ahead. Shibila, please come here and do the invocation of the event.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الرحمن الرحيم. مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغلوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. In the name of Allah, most merciful, most kind, all praise belongs to Allah, Lord of all the worlds, the all compassionate, the all merciful, Master of the day of judgment. You alone do we worship, and you alone do we ask for help. Guide us to the straight path, the path of those whom you have favored, nor of those who earn your anger, nor those who have gone astray.
Thank you, Shibila, for beginning this occasion on such a gracious note. Light has always been a symbol of knowledge, wisdom, and hope. As our students embark upon a new academic journey, may this light remind us that education is not merely about acquiring information, it's about illuminating minds and inspiring lives. It is now time for the ceremonial lighting of the lamp, symbolizing the dispelling of darkness and the beginning of a journey towards knowledge and excellence. I respectfully invite our esteemed dignitaries to kindly come forward for the ceremonial lamp lighting. And may I also request everyone to join us in this auspicious moment.
and valuable support towards the growth and development of the institution. Honorable Vice Chancellor K.S. Gangadhara Somayaji for his academic leadership and continued efforts towards strengthening excellence in teaching, research, innovation, and holistic student development. Dr. B.H. Shripati Rao, Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor, for his valuable guidance and continued commitment towards strengthening and the academic environment. Dr. Ashwini Dutt R., Registrar, for his dedicated administrative leadership and valuable contribution to the smooth functioning and continued progress of the university. Dr. B.T. Nandesh, Control of Examination, for his valuable guidance. Dr. Sunita Saldana, Dean, Faculty of Allied and Healthcare Professionals, for a constant encouragement and guidance in her nurturing academic and student development. Though these distinguished leaders are not physically present with us, their vision and encouragement remain integral to our academic community. I'm also privileged to extend a warm welcome to Dr. Akhtar Hussain, Professor Emeritus, Yenepoya University. Sir, we are honored to your presence and greatly value your experience and association with our institution. Sir will be joining us very soon. Welcome you, sir. It is now my great honor and privilege to extend a warm welcome to our chief guest, Professor Rajesh Shenoy, Director, Padma Shri Group of Institution, Bengaluru, and Director, Padma Shri Medicare Private Limited. Professor Rajesh Shenoy is a distinguished academic leader and healthcare professional with over 3 decades of experience in allied health sciences, physiotherapy, and medical education. So, your presence today is especially meaningful because you have dedicated your extension career to a very field that our young students are now entering. We are truly honored to have you with us, and we look forward to your valuable words of guidance and inspiration. A warm welcome to you, sir. It is also my pleasure to welcome Mr. Yenepoya Moidin Khurshid, Campus Director, Bangalore Campus. Sir, your continued support strengthens the academic, administrative, and co-curricular environment of our campus. We are delighted to have you with us today. We welcome you, sir. I also respectfully acknowledge in absentia Dr. Shakira Musakuti, Assistant Director, Bengaluru Campus, whose leadership and continued support contribute significantly to the development of our campus and its academic environment. A warm welcome in absentia to Dr. Jerry John, Director of Academics, Bangalore Campus, whose commitment to academic excellence, innovation, and student development continues to enrich our educational environment. Though he is unable to join us today, we gratefully acknowledge for his continuous guidance and support. A warm welcome to Dr. Shubhra Basu, Vice Principal, School of Allied and Healthcare Professions, whose constant guidance and encouragement play an important role in our students' academic and professional development. We welcome you, ma'am. I also extend my warm greetings to all our program coordinators, faculty members, and non-teaching staff whose collective efforts create a supporting and enriching learning environment for our students. And now, the most important people of today's program, our dear students. Today marks the beginning of a new chapter in your lives. At Yenepoya, our aim is not merely to help you to earn a degree, but to shape you into a competent, compassionate, ethical, and responsible healthcare professions. As you begin this journey, remember the healthcare requires more than knowledge and technical skills. It demands empathy, communication, teamwork, integrity, and respect for human dignity. Always remember, healthcare is not just about treating illness, it is about caring for all people. To our parents and guardians, a warm welcome. Thank you for placing your trust in Yenepoya. Your support and encouragement will be an important part of your child's journey. Dear students, your journey at Yenepoya is not just about completing a program, it is about discovering your potential and becoming the professional you aspire to be. Carry these three values with you. Learn with curiosity, serve with compassion, lead with integrity. Years from now, I hope you will look back at Deeksharambh as a day your professional journey truly began. Once again, on behalf of Yenepoya School of Allied and Healthcare Professions, Bangalore campus, I extend my heartfelt welcome to our chief guests, distinguished dignitaries, academic leaders, faculty members, parents, and most importantly, our newly joined students. Dear students, welcome to Yenepoya. Welcome to Deeksharam. Welcome to a new beginning. May your journey be filled with knowledge, growth, meaningful experiences, and professional excellence. Thank you, and I wish you all a wonderful Diksharam. I extend also my warm welcome to Dr. Melita L., Vice Principal of Vyasam, and thank her for graciously joining us on this special occasion. We welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am, for those warm and encouraging words. Every great institution begins with a dream. But what transforms a dream into a legacy is vision, commitment, and the collective effort of generations. Our university's journey is a story of dreams transformed into meaningful action and ultimately into a legacy of education and service. To take us through this inspired journey, I invite Mr. Yenepoya Khurshid, Campus Director, to speak on the rise from dreams to deeds, our university's legacy. Sir, we look forward to hearing from you. Over to you, sir.
Hi, can you all hear me? Oh, good. Why are you all so serious? I don't know. This is the first day of yours. I like to have you all just smile once before I start my speech. Everyone smile, 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 smile. Come on. Respected guests on the dais, off the dais, my lovely teachers, my professors, my students, and my parents here. I'm Moideen Khurshid Enpoya. I'm the campus director here. Uh, I would like to tell you, I'll divide my speech into three parts. And the first part was how Yenepoya University began. In 1999, if Dr. Akhtar was there, I would have really liked to tell about it. It's my uncle Abdullah Kuni, sir, had gone for a dental treatment to Dr. Akhtar Hussain. Okay. So that was the starting discussion of starting education institute under Yenepoya University. And Yenepoya, it was not a university, it was in Yenepoya Institute, was the name that time. So we started a dental college we started the trust in 1991, I think around November, December is what we started. Wait, I'll just give you the correct date. It's 19th November. We started the trust to start this college, and we were decided that we will start the dental college as the first preference. As you all know, Mangalore has lot of dental colleges nearby that when we started this, and the availability of first thing what we look at availability is your teaching professional people are available in the market or no. So we started a dental college in 1992, and in 1992 when we started it in our own uh, existing city building with with a very crowded area, Hampankata. Anybody knows Bangalore, you will know. In between the hassle city, Mangalore, there's a place called Hampankata. We started our dental college at Hampankata. But as we were going, we were looking at that you need to have, when you have a dental college, you just don't learn only your face, you need to know something about your health, your other medical aspect also. So in 1999, we put our foot down and told that no, we have a hospital, but we need a medical college because we have already the full-fledged basic departments, medical, ENT, ortho was not there, opto, and XYZ. So in 1999, we decided that we will start the medical college, and then when you start a medical college, you need lot of space, you need lot of so during that time we were looking at how we could get this thing out. So in 2000 we put our foundation stone to the existing Yenepoya, the campus which Yenepoya is Bangalore, where the medical and the dental is there. We put the foundation stone there with the idea of having medical, dental and nursing in the same campus. In as we were going, when you started a medical, you needed a nursing. So what was next? We had an ortho department, so we needed physiotherapy. So we started the physiotherapy the next year. In 2003, we started the physiotherapy college. As we were growing, in 2009, the central government had opened the portal for deemed to be university. I will explain what does the deemed to be university in the next. In 2009, we went from, we put an application as a science university because we had only science at that time. So we finished the inspection, and 2009 we got the regulation is done. We formed a council, we prepared the full thing, we had the inspection, and we started at the Yenepoya University in 2009. As we were going, we wanted to have some more courses, so we started the allied. I'm not going to go deep because there are a lot of time concern will take. So we started the allied. Then in 2015, the Pro Chancellor and 2008 we joined. The Pro Chancellor and I joined the university in 2006 and 2007. We both joined, and that time Science University was in our mind because we took over by that time. And 2015 we decided that science is not the only thing what the students require in the country. So in 2015 we started the Yenepoya Degree College, and 2017 we got it registered under the Yenepoya University after getting it inspected done by the UGC. As we went, the last what we started was the Yenepoya Engineering College just 2 years back. What does this Yenepoya deemed to be university? Lot of parents had asked me, why is it deemed to be university? Are you not the university? Is what the question was asked. Okay. Previously we used to write Yenepoya University. Then there's a regulation came that they wanted to separate. See, there are different types of universities which exist in India. One is the government. So they use Bangalore University, Bangalore, Calicut, Kannur University. So they wanted to have a differentiation between a private and a government. So next option they could have given a private university you should have done with that the question. Already by the time in 2016-17, the Karnataka government, there are a lot of governments who have already started. Government of Karnataka, government of Kerala is not having, government of Tamil Nadu, they have also started a university under the state government, private state governments university. So they were given the right to use the private university. So Reva Private University. So what was left? We were left with nothing. So we went, had a discussion, and it came under the court guidance. They told, yeah, all the university will write. There are 44 deemed to be university which comes under the central government. So all the 44 deemed to be university is being used. So We are one. Even Manipal, started writing now, Manipal deemed to be. Except Manipal, Sikkim is being accepted because that's under the state government. So that's the reason we write deemed to be. It's under one law. Deemed to be is a law which the central government had bought, and we were given a right to start colleges and universities under that law. So we are supposed to use deemed to be. Now doesn't mean that we are not deemed already. We are deemed, but we use it as deemed to be. Next to the main part of the day. Bangalore is a fantastic city. You can get knowledge, you can get the bag knowledge, good knowledge, everything. It's all left to y'all. You need to do. You need to be very careful in Bangalore. If you get into any trouble, we are here for y'all. You need to come to us. Any small problem or any problem it is, you need to come to us. We will help you out in all the ways what we can do. To any extent, we will not tell it to anybody except we will tell it to the parents, because it is a concern that up to 20, 25 years, the parents should know what the kid is doing, because I'm very strict on that part. You can enjoy yourself, everything, but please don't get into all unwanted things. Okay, and we get you, if we know that you have got into this thing, you know what is the regulation we follow. We actually are very strict in this. We'll actually give you your TC, and you all have to just leave, because we don't encourage all these things inside the college. And next thing, I also really like you all to respect your teachers, respect them, because as you give, you need to have a give and take policy here. You respect them, you get them whatever you want, you go ask them. I am 100% sure if any of them denies you that they will not tell you, you can come to me, and I will start putting everywhere my number. You can come to me that this teacher is not telling me. And I have just discussed this with Shubhra last week, that if any of the students are not given the right to get the knowledge, I will take step on them also. So now the next part. If the teachers are giving you the knowledge, and if you are not taking the knowledge, is also a punishable offense. I like everybody to go in a good smooth way here, because we are also trying to integrate you all into science. Is not just science, you have other science also which you can get. We have Coursera where we can learn other topics what you are interested. Just for my knowledge, how many of you all know who's sitting next to you? Who's sitting next to you? Your mother? You both know each other? Both the sides. You know her? How do you know her? You just spoke inside. Very good. I want this attitude. You should know all your classmates very well. Because if you don't know them, I think you're half of the thing. See, I'm one person who tells that you need to come to your class or every day. But it's not in our hand also. There are some days that God gives us sickness, so we need to take. So how do you make up for these days? How do you all make up? Okay, I think y'all are y'all want to stop. Y'all, how I made up for my break? I'll tell you. I had lot of breaks during my education thing. Each time I used to have my friends we used to sit together and discuss weekly. We have a weekly meeting with all our friends, and we discuss. Each of us take one topic what was taught on that week. We were 5 of us, but one subject we used to every time rotately. One person takes 2 subjects, and we update ourselves. You need to update yourself every week. Each chapter wise you need to revise. You need to prepare your notes. I don't think you're a PUC or anymore. You're a degree. Now you need to have your own notes preparation. You need to know what is there. We have what are the topics you need to cover up in each chapter, what is important. Everything will be there. But That is not the end. Examination is not the end for you all. You all are going to be treating patients, basically. So you should know all end-to-end topic. Even the small things, what happens in that chapter, you will need to know, because you're not going to prepare for your exams only. You need to prepare when you go to your working space. The last thing, in Yenepoya University, we treat everybody equally. We like everybody to work together, study together, and even you have any, we encourage a lot of projects to be done by the students. We encourage paper presentation. We encourage as much as possible any new product you want to. I mean, first 2 years you will not be able to do that, because you need basic knowledge before you publish certain products of yours. We encourage you all to do even those things. Anyway, thank you. All the best.
Thank you, sir, for taking us through that inspiring journey and reminding us of the legacy that our students are now becoming a part of. We now come to one of the most significant moments of our program today, the formal inauguration and address to our students. It is my privilege to invite Professor Rajesh Shenoy, Professor and Director, Padma Shri Group of Institution, to formally inaugurate the program and address our students. But before that, I would invite Ms. Sandhya to read the profile of our esteemed dignitary for today. Sir, we are honored by your presence. May I request you to be there with us? Thank you.
It is my privilege to introduce our esteemed guest, Professor Rajesh Shenoy sir, a distinguished academic leader and healthcare professional with over 3 decades of experience in allied health sciences, physiotherapy, and medical education. Sir currently serves as the Director of Padma Shri Group of Institutions Bengaluru and Director of Padma Shri Medicare Private Limited. He has made significant contributions to allied health sciences education, particularly during his tenure as Dean of Allied Health Sciences and Physiotherapy at Rajiv Gandhi University, where he contributed to the implementation of the National Education Policy 2020 aligned curriculum. Sir has served as a Senate and Syndicate member of Rajiv Gandhi University, Academic Council member of NITE University Mangalore, and in various boards of studies like Siddhartha University, Sri Satya Sai University for Human Excellence, Jain University, Devraj URS Academy of Higher Education and Research Center. He has also contributed as a resource person for the Government of Karnataka Task Force and to the NAC Manual for Accreditation of Health Science Institutions. Sir currently serves as a member of the Advanced Research Committee at Rajiv Gandhi University, editorial board member of the Rajiv Gandhi University Journal for Allied Health Sciences, and National Advisory Committee member for the Federation for Quality India and the Academy of Medical Laboratory Auditors. Sir is the president of Karnataka Allied and Healthcare Professionals Association and a founder member of the Association of Clinical Biochemists and Microbiologists India. He is also a member of the National Commission for Allied and Healthcare Professions and the Karnataka State Allied and Healthcare Council. He is a recipient of the Eminent Teacher Award from Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences in 2025 and has authored books on research methodology, hospital administration, and clinical laboratory error proofing, along with several research publications. Sir has been a strong advocate for the professional recognition and standardization of allied health sciences and has been instrumental in organizing AegisCon since 2020, with the most recent conference, AegisCon 2025, bringing together over 3,000 delegates from across the country. It is indeed an honor and privilege to have you with us today, sir. Such an accomplished academician, researcher, administrator, and passionate advocate for allied health professions. We extend our warmest welcome to you, sir.
Good morning, everybody. Dignitaries on the dais, Shri Moidin Kurshidji, Vice Principal Shubhra Madam, Vice Principal of the Management Science side, faculty members, dear students, and parents. I'm very happy to be here on this occasion with you of the orientation program for the batch of 26-27. And I should congratulate you for having chosen the right university. And I would also like to tell the parents that this is the right place for your students where you can get a quality education, plus a city like Bangalore, a safe place to allow your children to do the studies. So coming to the name Deeksharambh, it's a very nice name. I don't know how many of you are aware about the word Deeksharambh. Anybody? What does Deeksharambh means? Deeksha is something like a vow what you take. And today is the first day of your college in this university. And this is the vow what you will be taking, that it's a discipline, commitment, what you have to undertake to complete this study. So you are not simply starting a course, you are taking a vow to learn, to heal, and eventually to serve. This is the ideal name, and I wish that all those who are joining this course will have a bright future in the coming days after the completion of the course. Now, coming to the Allied Health Sciences, how many of you know what is Allied Health Sciences? What do you call Allied Health Sciences? What is the meaning of it? In a hospital, when a doctor takes a decision, 70% of the inputs of whatever doctor decides is through the details and data provided by the allied health science specialist. That is the importance of allied health sciences. In a hospital, when you see the doctor in front, there will be 6 allied health science professionals behind him working. That is how a hospital functions. But majority of the time, the people see only the doctor. But there are a lot of other people who will be working, and not many people will notice what is the kind of work they are putting across. For example, I can tell you an X-ray person who will guide the patient for the right kind of X-ray, how he has to take, how he has to stand, take the X-ray, or a patient who is put on ventilator, a respiratory care technician, how he manages that patient breathes easily through the ventilator, or a technician, cardiovascular technician, who monitors the patient's heart rhythms and keeps everything ready, all the details when the doctors walk in. So these are few I'm telling. Medical laboratory technicians are there, physiotherapists are there, a lot of people who work as allied health science professionals. So this is the importance of allied health science. And I'm not sure how many students belong to which category. I just want to see how many of you belong to occupational therapy here. Can you please raise your hands? Okay, I see quite a few hands here. So what is the meaning of occupational therapy, or why did you join this program? Why did you select occupational therapy, not physiotherapy? Have you done some homework about occupational therapy? Because this is the future. You are spending next 4 to 5 years here in this course. So you should have done something, study about occupational therapy and joined this course, right? Am I right or wrong? So occupational therapy, if you go back to the history of occupational therapy, it started as a moral treatment. In the olden days, in the 19th century asylums, when physicians first discovered that a purposeful activity like weaving or gardening or carpentry, they healed the minds of the patients faster than other modes of treatment. That is why the name occupational therapy came in. But if you see today what occupational therapists do, for example, a stroke patient who has gone through a stroke and is not able to move his limbs, what do occupational therapists do today? They use virtual reality. They use a virtual reality screen. They ask the patient to virtually, for example, if he is not able to move his hand, go and lift the cup which is seen in the virtually in the screen, so that they direct the movement of the limbs directly in touch with your brain. That is what occupational therapy nowadays is doing. So technology plays an important role. Technology assists, but at the same time, empathy is what will heal. That is more important. It's not only important for occupational therapy, but empathy is important for all, including physiotherapy or allied. Those who deal with patients, they always need empathy. Without empathy, there is no meaning to serving in this field. Next, coming to the physiotherapy. How many of you are physiotherapists who are interested to join or who have joined physiotherapy? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, quite a few are there. So, how many of you have heard about Hippocrates? Hippocrates' oath. Have you heard about it? Yes or no? Any doctor who completes his training, he needs to take a Hippocrates' oath. So, Hippocrates was a great physician of those times. It was around 2400 years ago. This was the time when the history of medicine is traced from. So, what is the relation between Hippocrates and physiotherapy? Hippocrates used to recommend massages and hydrotherapy during those days. So, we have come a long way from 2400 years to now, and physiotherapy is an basically a old time healing art where you have joined today, which has plunged into the new technology, new things. There are a lot of new things which physiotherapists use nowadays. It's not only the massage or therapy what you give. Physiotherapists have a lot of devices which they take and see the real time changes what are happening in your bones or in the body. They visualize, they give the treatment, everything is done. Earlier, where physiotherapists had to go, patients had to go to a physiotherapist clinic, now physiotherapists move to the house where the patients cannot come or they are not in a position to move. So physiotherapy has gone through a lot of changes. There is a rehabilitation whole system, industry is coming up like booming like anything. There are a lot of changes which are happening. Telemedicine is coming up. So big opportunity for physiotherapists. So I feel that the future is good for all physiotherapists. How many of you are into medical radiology or imaging? Anybody here? No. Okay. Any other courses which I have left? Who is going through all these courses? Respiratory care? No. Then which other course I have left? Anybody? Cardiovascular. How many are there? One. Only one? One, two. Okay. Cardiovascular is a field. I feel there is a lot of scope for this course, and the name is also different. Certain places it is called as cardiac care technology. In certain institutions it is called as cardiovascular technology. But ultimately the work what they do is the same. So what I can tell you is basically the human heart, that is the only part in the human body which doesn't rest. Right from the day you are born to the day you complete the job in this world and leave to another world, the heart keeps on beating. The moment heart takes a rest, what will happen? Everybody knows. So heart is so important part of our body, and a technician should be so precise in handling it. So the work of a cardiac care technician or cardiovascular technician nowadays is not only measuring the ECGs or taking the readings when the doctor comes or something like that. there is a lot of technological changes which are happening. A lot of devices have come into the OT, which can help you, Internet of Things, a lot of equipments, a lot of screens have come in the OTs, which will help you to do the work much easily. But at the same time, you need to master this art, how to handle these equipments and how to keep the patient ready whenever the doctor comes for the next step. That is what is the role of cardiovascular technician. I think the last one what I left is embryology, right? Anybody here? Okay. Embryology course, why did you join this program? What is the necessity for this? If you call anybody in the present day science, whenever people tell doctor saved the life, these people, those who do clinical embryology, they create life. They bring people to life. So the job of clinical embryologist is basically to help the childless couples to get a baby. So do you know when did the first artificial baby was created, in which year and who started it? Anybody who is interested in clinical embryology should be knowing this. Any idea? In the year 1978, the first baby was born in England named Louis Brown. And the world's first baby which was conceived outside the human body. This was a history which was created. But now if you go every nook and corner of the city or town, you can see a lot of these IVF clinics coming up. So what do? They basically try to help and conceive the couples who are not able to have the baby on their own. That is a job. But with the technology, there is a lot of change where these clinical embryologists play an important role. Now the field is moving towards a science that sounds like fiction actually here. Now we have lab on a chip where the information is based on the chip, a small coin-like size chip which can sort out the sperm and culture embryos with more precision than human hand. Time-lapse incubators are available where they can watch how the embryos grow. So a lot of technological changes are happening. So I feel clinical embryology in the days is going to catch up because it is not yet percolated to the tier 2, tier 3 cities, good job opportunities. And I can assure you all of those who have joined these courses, there is nothing like what you have seen now. A lot of IT companies are removing people from the job, thousands of people losing the job. That's not going to happen with the allied health sciences. But at the same time, I should tell you, AI is a technology which you need to learn. If you don't learn AI, how to master it, then you will be left behind. Because majority of the technologies what you use in day-to-day life will be using AI in the coming days. So coming to the next thing, what I want to tell you is you are the first generation of the students who are joining after this NCAHP has been formed. So how many of you have heard about NCAHP? National Commission for Allied and Healthcare Professions. Anybody has heard about it? No? How many of you have heard about National Medical Council? What is the role of National Medical Council? National Medical Council is a body which authorizes running of medical colleges across the country, which certifies a person who is eligible to practice as a doctor. So they open the registrations and doctor can practice. Not anybody can go and practice if they just get a doctorate or something like that. That's not possible. There is a registry, there are legal terms and conditions for a doctor to practice. But for allied health sciences, all these days, there was no registry available, nor a unified body available to suggest that these are legal. I don't know how many of you are coming from small places where there are very small diagnostic lab centers. And we never know whether these people are really qualified, really used. And a lot of people are running. But now those things will come to an end. This National Commission, which was formed in 2021 through a central government act, provides the regulations, the conditions, how allied health science colleges are going to function, how these people will practice. There is a mandatory register which is required for everybody to register, only then they can go and work. So earlier what happened was, for example, I can tell you some of the courses in allied health sciences, Kerala it was 4 years, whereas Karnataka was running 3 years. So there were a lot of differences. In some other state it was 3.5 years. Now because of the National Commission, there is a unified curriculum across the country. This is called as competency-based curriculum, which is focusing on learning the hands-on skills. Nowadays, what is happening is a lot of people, there is no need to come to college because everything is available on internet, YouTube, everywhere you can learn. Anybody can learn whatever they want. Is it not? Just like cooking. They can learn anything. They can see the YouTube and learn. But with allied health sciences, this is not possible because you need to learn also hands-on skills, which is very much important. For a medical laboratory technician, I feel that they should know how to draw a blood or how to analyze a report. All these things are learnt by doing it. You have to work on the patient. You have to see where the vein is, venipuncture should be done properly. All those need skills. So these skills are very important, and the National Commission has recommended the curriculum One Nation, One Syllabus. So there are 17 curricula which have been released by the National Commission, which covers 28 professions across the country. So the whole country from this year will be following a same curriculum in all the colleges across the different states. Now, how does it help you? The first thing is everybody is at the level playing field. All students are studying the same curriculum, writing the same kind of exams, getting the same kind of testimonials or transcript, marks card. And when you go from one state to another also, you will not face any problems because it is similar everywhere. The next best advantage what you have is after you complete your course, there is a mandatory 1 year internship for all the courses. The National Commission has mandated that everybody should have 1 year of internship exposure. Internship is something where you go to different hospitals, clinics, and learn hands on what is happening there and how you can pick up the skills. The next advantage of having the National Commission is they will open up a registry for you where you can go and register. You'll get a registration number. This number is very crucial because after your graduation, you may either go for a job or a post graduation. Without this, you will not be allowed in either for a job or a post graduation. This is mandatory now. From this year, everywhere they will ask you for a registration. Even all healthcare setups like hospitals or clinics or insurance companies, everybody will insist, do you have a registration number? Similarly to what the doctors have, you will also have a registration numbers, and you need to submit it whenever you apply for a job or for higher education. So for some students, those who want to go abroad, for them also this will be of lot of help because each of the transcript will be similar to the other students and it is recognized and vetted by a national body. So this becomes much easier. There are no queries or questions asked. So this is what NCHP is going to do for you. Apart from that, I have a few suggestions what I would like to make to the management. One thing is, whenever students join these kind of courses abroad, there is something called shadowing whenever they join the courses. Shadowing is nothing but once your orientation program is over. For example, those who have joined physiotherapy, they will go and just observe, see what is happening in a physiotherapist clinic for a week. Those who have joined clinical embryology, they will visit the lab where clinical embryology work is done and they observe it for a week. This is basically to give a fair idea after you complete your degree, what is the kind of work you are going to do and how difficult or how easy it is for you to pick up. So this should be, I think, mandatory for all allied health science students, including physiotherapists or allied health science new students who have joined. The second part, I want to tell all the students, those who have joined for the first time, you are into a healthcare profession. In the coming days, you will be a responsible healthcare practitioner. So, this attitude of treating the patients with confidence, dignity, maintaining the privacy or respecting the privacy of patients, this should be priority for you. What happens is many a times students who are always on the social media, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere, first day of my college, they will take a selfie and post it. And it is natural, everybody does it. I'm not telling don't do it. But when you go to the clinical areas, respect patients' privacy. Don't take the photos where patients are seen or some details is revealed or some patient's report is put out. Don't do those things because there is something called DPDP Act which covers all of you. And DPDP Act is being implemented from this year. It is Data Privacy and Digital Protection Act. The patient's privacy should be respected and the data of the patient should not be shared in the open space. So please keep this in mind wherever you go, whatever you do. Handle the patients with empathy and care. This will carry you a long way. I wish all the students a bright future in the coming days. And I also thank the management of Yenepoya University for giving me a chance to be with you. Wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable words and for sharing your wisdom with our students. I'm sure our students will carry many of those thoughts with them as they begin their new chapter. We are truly fortunate to have amongst us distinguished individuals whose experience and wisdom can help shape the journeys of our young students. I now invite Dr. Akhtar Hussain, Professor Emeritus, Yenepoya University, to address the gathering. Sir, we are honored to have you with us today. And before that, just a moment, ma'am would felicitate you. So, yeah. Over to you, sir.
Good morning. Respected friend, Mr. Kurshi, the director, then Rajesh Anai, today's speaker, Dr. Melita, Dr. Subra, Priyankar, parents, and my dear students. Once again, a very good morning to you all. May God's blessings be upon all of us today. This room is such an auspicious day today. I can feel, I don't know either you can feel, I can feel a very positive energy around here, a buzz, a spark, a lot of hopes. People are trying to, they come here and along with all this, I'm sure there'll be some confusion, some butterflies in the stomach. We don't know what's happening, where we have come, which is natural. Okay, you don't have to worry about that part because what the previous speaker, Shanaya, spoke was so very beautifully given idea of what all happens in your campus, the different subjects. He also went on to talk about how it ends, very 10 minutes, and what is the next project, how you do registration and what you do later and all that. Very beautifully done, sir. And these things, still you may be confused about some of the things that was mentioned, but it will become clearer little by little. So before I welcome you to our university. I'm sure you've been mentioned about the university, how it started, and things like that. I don't want to repeat because before I came, I think it's all explained. But I had the privilege of being the first staff, or the first one of the trustees who started all this way back. And that's when we started with a small dental college, which is now one of the finest in the country. And all this happened in about just over 3 decades. And you know the number of colleges that we have, 12 colleges, 4 campuses, and Alhamdulillah, we're doing extremely well in education line, because our chancellor always believed that uplifting of a society is only through education. Those are days where, especially my community in Bangalore, they're very enterprising people, but education was not given much importance. Though the hadith said so much about education, he said, go to China to seek knowledge. It said, a drop of ink from a scholar's pen is holier than the drop of martyr's blood. It said, the best thing a father can give children is good education. Go to China, even to China to study knowledge. When all these things were told, still we were not understanding it. So that's when we started this, which has led to a lot of improvement in the community. And now my students outside I taught, my grand students also around. So we have thousands of doctors, and we are rolling out hundreds of doctors every year. So which is definitely a part of the national building. So it's new, you're new to this place, no doubt. Some of you may be coming to Bangalore for the first time. And there's a little bit of confusion, a little bit of excitement, a little bit of fear. It's a good combination of all these things. Today you will be going around the campus. You'll be meeting the staff, meeting the friends, meeting those students who are going to be lifelong friends. And that's the excitement of the day. Am I right? Are you all excited? Huh? And you're scared, worried that it may be difficult, what I had taken, will I be able to manage? How many of you are confused here? Raise your hands. Still shy. All right. I'll be talking to you again later for some time. And you should also understand, first you must know, you should be grateful to the Almighty and your parents for the sacrifices the parents have done and put you here. So only way that you can pay back is by giving good results, nothing else. I am not going to give any moral science classes, lectures, do's and don'ts, because I don't believe in that. Okay, we'll have more interactions, inshallah, very soon, when I'll be addressing all of you on smart study habits. Basically, that's what I thought I would do, because you're coming from school education to higher education. So there's a method of studies. Things are changing so fast in the world. We are in a stage where the world is moving so fast that you're not able to catch up with it. With the AI coming in, you know what's happening. The tremendous change is happening. You have no idea how the world is going to look in another 5 years from today. Institutions may not be like this. Courses may not be like this. There are courses, they say, when the student comes to third year, the first year goes obsolete. That's the speed with which the development is taking place. Now you are in such an exciting time in civilization. The best part you are in now. And also the best time of your life, when you're all very young, very energetic, full of life. This is the best part. Please understand that. You should know the value of where you are in civilization time and in your lifespan. Such a wonderful time. Before, when I was graduating, we never had much choices. Doctor, lawyer, engineer, 3 words. BA, BCom, BSc. Nothing else. Today, you have so many courses which are tailored to suit your tastes. We never had choices. You can choose exactly what you like. You may be still confused in what you have taken, but trust me, these are all very exciting subjects, and you have got a lot of opportunities, not only in India, globally. But the only difference is that little extra. What difference between ordinary and extraordinary? The little extra effort that you put, that makes you extraordinary. Like Shakespeare said once, if I was a cobbler, I should be the best cobbler in the city. So same way, if you, whatever chosen profession, it's not the profession that you chose, it's what you make out of it, makes the difference. So please keep this in mind, always stay excited. Okay, you are now away from home. You don't be continued with those kind of pampers that you have got, the pampering you never got there. But this is a time when you learn to be independent. This is, you have to accept the changes that's going to happen to you, which are going to be beautiful and challenging. And you have to have patience, you have to have resilience. You should know how to behave with others. Most important is communication, is the most important that you have to learn. It's not just the academics that makes sense. It's the academics along with culture, along with the soft skills, which I'll be talking about. Just knowing a subject, you're just a walking encyclopedia. But how to interact? Now, when we talk about AI, understood, you all must be already using AI, but never forget HI, human intelligence. That's more important, and human interactions, human inspirations. So these things you have to keep in mind. That's ultimately that's what matters. So this new voyage of yours, so it's time to fine tune yourselves, settle down, and start a new page which is going to be very, very exciting. And interestingly, you don't know that you are in an era where you have no responsibilities except preparing yourself for a beautiful future. Am I right? No, the responsibility. We have a lot of responsibilities. So you don't know the value. We are actually very jealous of all of you. Because I wish I could be sitting there as one of you, then stand there and talk, in front of you. So, with these words, I would like to welcome, and I expect you to be very good citizens after we come out from this place. You'll be proud Yenepoyans. You come to the family now, and this is the world of learning and world of becoming. And also understand that in these courses, it's not what we teach. We give you the platform. We confuse you, direct you. I mean, when you confusion is there, we direct you. As Shana said, that anything can be learned in your house with the internet nowadays. Anything, you know that. Because every syllabus of any course in anywhere in the world is there. But that's not sufficient. You need to have proper guidance. You'll have doubts. Your practical classes are there. So that's where we are. So don't expect to do spoon feeding for you guys. So you have to inspire and start doing. So I don't want to give a long talk now because I hope I'll be talking to minor details about the modern way of studying very soon. So once again, I wish you all the very best and welcome you to the Yenepoya family. God bless.
Thank you, sir, for those insightful and inspiring words. An institution's vision is the direction it chooses to take, while its mission is the commitment that turns the vision into reality. For our students, understanding the vision and mission of the institution is also about understanding the values that will guide them during these years here. We now move forward towards the unveiling of the Institute's vision and mission. I invite Dr. Shubhra Basu, Vice Principal, to kindly lead us through this important moment. Ma'am, over to you.
Good morning to everyone present here, respected dignitaries, esteemed colleagues, faculty members, parents, and my dear students. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to Yenepoya deemed to be University Bangalore, and specially to welcome our new students to School of Allied and Healthcare Professions. Dear students, today is the beginning of a very important journey in your lives. You have entered a profession that is not only about studying books, attending classes, and earning a degree. Allied and healthcare professions are about people. They are about care, responsibility, compassion, skill, and service. Whatever healthcare program you will be studying in here, remember one thing: behind every patient is a person, a family, and a story. Your knowledge and skills may one day help someone walk again, regain independence, receive an accurate diagnosis, overcome a psychological difficulty, or receive the right treatment at the right time. That is a responsibility you are preparing to take on. The vision of Yenepoya University is foster academic excellence and global competencies, generate new knowledge through ethical research, and extend this knowledge for community development. This speaks about providing quality higher education, ensuring equity, creating a vibrant knowledge capital, and developing inspiring leaders who can contribute to progress of our country. But I want you to ask yourself, what does this vision mean for me as an allied healthcare student? It means that you should not aim merely to become a graduate. Aim to become a competent professional. Do not study only for examinations. Study to understand. Do not learn what is written in your syllabus. Learn to think, question, analyze, and apply your knowledge. And most importantly, do not look at your patients as just a case. Look at the patient as a human being who needs your knowledge, your skill, and your compassion. Your university will provide you with classrooms, laboratories, clinical exposures, teachers, mentors, and opportunities. But the responsibility for making the best use of these opportunities lies with you. So I encourage every one of you to develop some important habits right from the very first year. Be punctual, attend your classes regularly, respect your teachers and your classmates, ask questions without any hesitation, read beyond your textbooks, learn from your clinical experiences. And when you enter a hospital or a clinical setting, remember that you are not just a student, you are entering someone else's space during one of your most valuable moments of their life. Your behavior matters, your communication matters, your appearance matters, and your professionalism matters. And sometimes, even a simple, how are you feeling today, can make a difference to the patient. Learn to communicate, learn to collaborate, learn to lead when required, and to support others when leadership is not yours. The vision also reminds us about equity and respect for diversity. Each one of you comes from a different background, has different strengths, and has different dreams. Use this diversity as an opportunity to learn from one another and become more open minded professionals. And please remember that your education does not end with your degree. Healthcare is constantly changing. New technologies are emerging, new treatments are developing, new evidences is being generated every day. Therefore, develop the habit of lifelong learning. Be curious, be willing to learn, be willing to accept that you do not know everything, and always keep improving yourself. Take advantage of opportunities beyond the classroom. Participate in seminars, workshops, student activities, competitions, community programs, and research. These experiences will help you develop communication, teamwork, leadership, planning, and resilience qualities that cannot be developed through textbooks alone. Finally, I want you to remember this: your degree will tell people what you studied, your skills will show what you can do, but your character will show people who you are. When you graduate from Yenepoya, I hope you will carry more than a certificate. I hope you will carry knowledge in your mind, confidence in your abilities, integrity in your actions, compassion in your heart, and responsibilities towards the society. As allied healthcare professions, you have the opportunity to make a real difference in people's lives. So, big dream, work hard, stay humble, respect your profession, respect your patients, and never stop learning. I welcome you all again to Yenepoya. Welcome to the School of Allied and Healthcare Professions. Welcome to a journey of learning, growth, service, and transformation. I wish each one of you a wonderful and successful journey ahead. Thank you once again, and a very warm welcome to all of you.
Thank you, ma'am. May these values become not just words displayed on our walls, but principles reflected in the lives and work of our students. As we just go to the vote of thanks session, we would request our dignitaries to felicitate Professor Shenoy.
presence and involvement makes this journey even more meaningful. My sincere thanks to Mr. Nisha Papachan, HOD Department of Hospital Administration, for the warm welcome and setting the right tone for today's program. Special appreciation goes to Ms. Shibila for beginning today's program with the invocation. A special word of appreciation to our MC, Ms. Rupsa, and Deeksharam coordinators, Dr. Asta, Ms. Unimaya, and Ms. Fida, for their dedication, coordination, and efforts in bringing this program together. I sincerely thank all HODs, faculty members, student volunteers, administration and purchase department, technical team, media team, housekeeping staff, security staff, and everyone working behind the scene for their valuable contributions to the smooth conduct of today's program. On behalf of Yenepoya School of Allied and Healthcare Profession, I once again thank each and everyone for being part of today's occasion. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. And on behalf of the organizing committee, a heartfelt thanks to all of our dignitaries, faculty members, coordinators, and most importantly, you all, students, as we are all part of a very special beginning today. Okay, so let's go to the next step of the session. So I would request all of you to please raise for the national anthem before we break for tea.
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Now we all can take a short break. And I request everyone to kindly make use of this time, refresh yourself, interact with our fellow students and faculty members. Please be back in the venue on time for the next session. See you all. Sit, sir. You want something?